Today's Unschooling Mom to Mom podcast is for those of you who are on the fence. You're not happy with what's going on, but you're not sure if you want to go as extreme as unschooling. I get it. It does sound extreme when we've been doing school for our kids the way it was for us and probably even for our own parents too. While this way of educating the masses is familiar, it pushes an agenda on our kids that fits society more than it fits them as the learner. And truth be told, with the availability of information everywhere, schools don't have a stranglehold on whether or not we have an educated society. In fact, this unschooling style of learning is more efficient and more tuned into the learner and less focused on the system moving smoothly. It's about truly individualizing the learning, and that's what kids need. We don't need to throw them back to an antiquated system because it's familiar. We can walk alongside them, helping them figure out all the opportunities that the world brings to them now, because this is the world they're going to be moving around in, now and in adulthood. Let's help them with the reality of today's world. And that may mean getting off the conveyor belt that says, trust the experts, trust the curriculum, do as you're told, don't rock the boat. We can do better than that. And it's not even that hard to do. It just means that you're going to need more information and support. That's how you'll get past the fear that makes you worry about going off the beaten path. That's how you can really step away from a system, whether it's a school system or a homeschooling system that prioritizes conformity. If we haven't met and this is your first time on the Unschooling Mom to Mom podcast, I'm Sue Patterson. I host all things Unschooling Mom to Mom on social media, YouTube, and an extensive website, unschoolingmomtomom.com. That's because I've been at this for a while. Since 1996, to be exact, blogging, talking with parents, seeing what works and what doesn't. My own kids are grown now. They were unschooled and doors did not close for them. They got into colleges, have careers, own homes, raise families, all the regular stuff. And they had fabulous childhoods without subjecting them to the school approach for learning. And I've decided to circle back and help parents who, like me, aren't happy with the school system. 27 years ago, I pulled my own little first grader out of school, and here you are considering the same thing, right? Well, while my kids were in school, I kept thinking, I can do better than this. What started as a temporary adventure turned into a lifestyle we really enjoyed. So we kept at it, releasing more and more of the school ideas that I thought were necessary for a happy, successful adult life. Turns out a lot of that was information I had been fed for years while I grew up in the school system and in a society that is obsessed with the school path. And that's why I want to talk to those of you who aren't sure what to do. It's about overcoming your fear, shining a little light on it so you can see what the truth is. And the way we do that is gathering more information and getting the support you need. Maybe you've heard the word unschooling and you're wondering what it's all about. Could kids really learn what they need with this unconventional approach? Will doors close for them, as in college or certain careers? Could what we've all been doing for so long be the wrong way to go about educating kids? I know, those are scary thoughts. And the weight of responsibility is in your lap. But you already know what you're doing is not working. The kids are bored or miserable. They may even be convinced that everything educational should be avoided. You're tired of being the warden trying to get them to do their schoolwork, apply themselves, etc. You're tired of feeling like a cog in a bureaucratic wheel. Or maybe you've left the school system, but you're using a more traditional school style of homeschooling, which is burning you out, causing daily power struggles, frustrating you because you spent a ton of money on curriculum that was supposed to be really great, and it's not. In either case, you feel time ticking, and this is not how you wanted parenting, childhood, or family time to be. So I have 3 steps to help you make a decision about unschooling. Number 1, take a deep breath. Know that learning lasts a lifetime. There's no finish line. And now with the internet, information is at all of our fingertips. The old way of learning is familiar, but it's outdated. Number 2, I want you to have a way to ask questions and get more information. Sometimes the questions in our heads are screaming so loudly that we can't even process some of the other information. If you have specific questions, I have a Q for Sue form that I'll link to. You can fill it out and we'll send you resource links based upon the questions you ask. And if you need a real person to help you weigh out the options, you can always get onto my calendar and we can talk. I promise I'm not all about convincing you to take this choice, but I can help you get answers to the questions that are lurking in your head about unschooling or how it might work for your family. And then my third thing for you is some homework. I have some articles I want you to read. I have specific pieces of information that I think will help you. I'll be your personal coach just for a week, your unschooling coach. I want you to think of what time of day you learn best, and for the next 6 days, read 1 article. I have 2 reading lists for you, depending on where you are on this journey. If you're just leaving the school system and trying to figure out your next steps, here are the titles I want you to read. Number 1, What Schools Taught Us That Isn't True. I have collected 75 ideas that no longer serve us, but schools keep going in that direction. Number 2, I have a collection of studies that support this decision called Let's Look at the Research. Number 3, The Pros and Cons of Unschooling. It's also in podcast form, so that's a plus. Number 4, How hard is unschooling and how hard will it be for you? This helps you look at your own school experience and see how you might need to shine a little light on some of those memories. Next, I have the top 10 advantages of unschooling from Deb Lewis, another mom with a grown unschooled kid. And then 3 destructive things school taught you without you realizing it from someone not even in our unschooling community. So those are your 6 articles that will help you if you're leaving the school system. I know you're busy. Just read 1 each day. And then this time next week, you'll have some clarity. So if you're thinking about switching from the more traditional homeschooling to unschooling, I have 6 other options for you. Don't duplicate school, the lure of curriculum, unschooling myths and misconceptions, the curriculum crutch, what's holding you back from unschooling, and our own curriculum wars. So these will be your workout program. Not to turn you into an unschooler, but maybe to help you see some advantages as to why it might be a good idea and help you tackle those fears or concerns that hold you back. It all boils down to knowledge and support. I'm here to support you, and I have a variety of ways to do that. The membership group, one-to-one coaching calls, courses, and this is how you gain the information and knowledge needed to make the choice that's right for your family. I'll put the link in the show notes so you can get to all these articles. This way you don't have to wander around the internet aimlessly hoping to find what you need. I have it all right here for you. So be sure to click the link and go straight to your homework assignment. So that's it from me. Enjoy the kids. Reach out if you need more resources. And I'll be back again with the Unschooling Mom to Mom podcast next week.